morning. So, I'm doing something right now, like in real time, right now. A little game that I like to play when it comes to manifestation, and I want to share it with you because I'm in it right now. This isn't anything big. You don't have to go and research, you don't have to do this and buy that, and you can literally play this game right now. And it's something that I've done for years. Like, it's something that I've done for years and years, but it's just changed. Like, the game has changed over the years as I've changed. But it is something that I always go back to. And yeah, I want to teach it you. So, I want you to think about, what is manifestation to you? Like, how do you manifest? Because here's what I know to be true about everybody that I work with. And where we literally block ourselves from the manifestations by the way that we treat manifestation. So when you think about what you want, so what is it that you want? Just think about it now. Let's say it's a car. So you really want that car. But it can be anything, even a man, even a relationship, a certain amount of clients. Like, think about how you treat that manifestation. So you treat it as a want, don't you? Like, I really want that car. I really want that relationship. I really want that number in my bank account. Well, here's the thing with the want energy. What's the underlying frequency of a want? Well, want is signaling I don't have it. So then what's the energy behind that? It's lack. It's the energy of lack, of not having that in which you want. And we all know that you can't manifest from a frequency of lack. So you're saying that you want this car, you want this amount of clients, you want this amount of money, whatever. But the underlying energy that you're holding, which is what the universe responds to, the universe only responds to energy, not what you say, not your thoughts, not what you say you want. So then the universe keeps you in want. The universe keeps you in lack. That's how it works. Everything's just the frequency of it, because what you want already exists. The life that you desire already exists on a different timeline, your highest timeline. You're just not in frequency with it. That's all that it is. And what I need you to understand about this life right now, so I want you to feel into the life that you're living today. Feel into everything. Feel into your bank account. Feel into the amount of clients that you get each month. Feel into your love life, like where you are with him. Or maybe you're single and you're attracting the same frequency of men. Feel into the house that you live in, how busy you are, how chaotic your life is, like everything, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your family. Feel into every single area of your life and know that this actually doesn't have to be your life. This is a result of a past version of you. So everything today is a result of the past version of you. Your thoughts, your feelings, the way that you've shown up, the way that you've spoke to yourself, your connection to yourself, your self-confidence, your self-belief, the work that you've done, the work that you haven't done. Everything is from past you. And this is the result of it today, which means what? Well, you get to change for future you. And just think how much that makes sense. So what you do today is for future you. So this present moment is where you get to make the changes in the now. Not in the want energy, not in the lack, not in I'll be happy when, but in the right now. Neville Goddard calls it living from the end, which means you are literally showing up today, already having it, already living that life, already being in the frequency of having everything that you want. So this is why I want to teach you this that I'm doing today, because this is how you do it. And it doesn't have to, as humans, we want to complicate everything, but it gets to be easy. Like, I have manifested my life and things that happen to me and outcomes from a place of ease. There's no hustle, there's no grind, there's no, oh my God, like, when's it coming? I'm in desperation. 2 universal laws that I would recommend for you to go and study and go into. My favourite 2. In fact, I'll do videos on each of them. That's a good idea, actually. So the law of assumption and the law of detachment, because those 2 universal laws are what literally amplifies your manifestation. But I will do videos on them. But so let me explain what's happening now. And this is something that I want you, whoever you are, to start doing whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. Like, start treating your life like a game, because it is. It's just a game. And you get to choose, like, what player you want to be today. You get to choose your character. You get to choose where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to show up. Like, you get to choose it all. You don't have to wait for the outside to change. That isn't it. Living in the end. So, it's the last day of the month today, the 31st of March. And last week, I made the decision, right, last day of the month, what if you got this to be the best day ever? What if the last day of the month was the most exciting day ever? What would you do? Where would you go? What time would you get up? What food would you eat? What clothes would you wear? Would you put makeup on, or would you be fresh-faced? Who would you speak to? Who would you message back? What time would you be spending on your phone? What book are you going to read? Like, what are you going to do with your day if you got to be and go and do anything, if you had that freedom? So, I got up this morning at 6 o'clock and I went down to my meditation room and I got all my altar ready, lit my candles, saged, incense, done all of the things, just done my morning ritual, which was it was about till about 10 o'clock. That for me is like a dream come true. Like, that isn't work. That isn't something that I have to do. Like, oh, I've got to do my meditation. Oh, I've got to do breath work. That's a dream morning for me, because I know how different I walk in that room to how I walk out. So that is like, I don't care how successful I am, what relationship I'm in, how much money I make, that will always be a part of my morning, because that plays such a huge part in my life. So I done all of that, my prayer, my conversation with God, connected to me inner child, had a little moment with my granddad, like all of the gorgeous things. And then I took my puppy, I've got a little puppy, and I took him out for a walk. I'm so blessed, I live across the road from literally a dream park. Like, oh, I love it there. So I took him to the park and had a nice walk round. I had my headphones in and I had a gorgeous playlist on for like my favourite music that really gets me at my heart space. So I enjoyed my walk around the park, the sun was shining, all of the things, and then I went home, made my son's breakfast, played mum for a bit, sorted the dog out, done the bits and bobs, and then last week, when I decided that the last day of the month was going to be a dream day, I booked myself a spa. So I'm just driving to Ruthin Castle, it's called, in Wales. I think it's about a 90-minute drive. I'm nearly there now. So I'm just driving here and I'm just going to have a spa day with myself, just me. I'm just going to chill in my bikini and I'm going to get a nice massage and I'm going to go in the pool and I'm going to get some gorgeous food and I'm just going to spend the time here however I want, like, and be in that frequency. Abraham Hicks calls it being in the vortex. How often, how quick, how easy can you get in the vortex? The vortex is when you're just in the creative plane. So you're not in the doing, you're not constantly in the mind, you're in the nothingness, you're in the creativeness, you're just allowing, you're just being, you're being in your feminine. And that's when anything, and I mean anything, can happen. And we can use the power of the imagination to be in the vortex. Like, the fact that once we grow up from being a little child, from being a little girl, we step out of the imagination and then we get real. We get serious. Life just starts getting dead serious and we start paying bills and we start answering to the tax man and then we start playing yes and no and being the good person, doing as we're told and conforming to all bullshit. And we lose that spark, we lose the creativeness, we lose the power of the imagination. And this is how you tap into it. So for instance, I've just been filling my car up then, and how annoying is it filling your car up? Like, why are we still doing that? Why is it not just on an app or you just pay? You know, like you do with your gas and lecky, like people do that. that. And then your gas and leck just goes on. Like, why can't we do that with cars? But anyway, so I'm there filling my car up. And I'm like, I'm so grateful that I get to fill my dream car up. I'm so grateful that I have the money to put into this. Like, I love filling my car up. So what you would normally be in the frequency of like, oh, this is a chore. Oh my God, I hate how much this is costing me, blah, blah, blah. And you're so negative. The outcome is still the same. You're still paying the money. You're still filling the car up, but it's different frequencies. It's choosing who you want to be filling the car up. So I was acting as if I'm filling my G-Wagon up. Like, this is my dream car. Like, this is like a nice car and I am happy with it. But I was acting as if I'm filling my G-Wagon up. And I'm so grateful. And then I went and paid. And then something weird happened, actually. The little foreign man behind the till, I don't know whether he was flirting. Like, I think we was. I don't know. It happened fast. Me change, because I got a drink and some chewies, me change was 444. And I was like, oh, I love that 444. And then we just got in this conversation around angel numbers and stuff. And he was asking me, like, to explain. And I don't know where it just had, like, this 50-year-old foreign man. I think I was flirting. I don't know. But anyway, I had a nice interaction. And then I got in my car. And then I've got my music on, which I've turned off so that I can record this to you. And now I'm driving my G-Wagon to a spa day. And I've got my laptop and I've got my book. I'm reading You Too Can Be Prosperous Again. Amazing book if you've not read it. I've read it like 3 times, but I've started it again because I love it that much. I've got my journal, I've got my headphones, and I'm just going to go here now and just come out of this reality that tells me you're this or you're that or you're in lack or you haven't got the clients, you haven't got the money, you're in debt, blah, blah, whatever your reality is telling you. I check out of this and I act as if I live from the end. I live from millionaire me. But really, I'm not driving a G-Wagon. I'm just going on a spa day, which I got for £100 because it was on offer. I'm not actually doing anything like a millionaire, like needing the money to do that, but I'm acting as if I am. And I'm creating the freedom of the life that I know future me is already living. And I stay in frequency with that. And that is where you will attract to you the opportunities, the creative ideas. You're open to new ideas, to new ways of thinking, to new ways of feeling, to new ways of meeting people, to new conversations, everything. You open yourself up, you're in the vortex. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whereas when you're just sat in the house and you're doing the same shit and you're moaning about the same stuff, oh my God, the price of petrol's gone up, oh my God, the cost of living, it's so expensive to buy food. You're constantly telling yourself lack, but then you're saying, oh, but I really want to manifest a 10k a month. I really want to manifest the clients this month. I really want to manifest my dream man. Whatever it is that you're trying to call in. What is the frequency that you hold behind those words? Like, do you even believe that you're deserving of it? That's a big one. No one even believes. We ask for all this stuff. We make these vision boards. We set these goal lists and we treat it like a tick box. And, oh yeah, I've done that. Why isn't my manifestation coming in? We're asking for all this stuff outside of ourselves. And we're not actually tapping in to the feeling that we hold within, which is what manifestation is. Manifestation is a feeling. It's not a doing. It's a being. It's being in alignment with that in which you want. We don't take the time to really feel within and feel like, do I feel worthy of this? Because it can't come in if this version of you can't hold it. So it's like, for me, I want to tell you something, right? Because this morning I had a session with my coach, just an online group session. And I went through my goals for March, which was only little goals, nothing big, like really little goals. I worked out that March was a £14,800 month for me. I also worked out that I worked 11 hours in March. That's the whole of March. That's not a week. That's the whole of March. So that's my membership. Every Sunday I do a session in my membership. So there's 4 hours. And then me one-to-one clients, and there's 7 of them. They'll all get a call with me. And that was my month mapped out. And that's the amount of money that I made, because I also done a 10k launch on my new program which starts. But the point that I'm making is, before I brought this business into fruition, so I always knew I wanted a business that I don't need to exchange my time for money. I wanted a business where I could sell in my sleep. So I'll wake up to notifications from my website to say someone's bought a course, an online course, someone's bought me book, someone signed up to me membership, whatever. I also wanted the freedom of being able to do what I want, go where I want, spend my time how I want, but still be able to have a massive impact on clients' lives. Well, that means doing it online or over the phone, which is what I do. So I don't do in person. So that means that I have the freedom to do what I want. But I had to already be in that frequency before I was able to call it in by doing things like this. So it was like, okay, well, if there was a version of you that existed right now, Catherine, and she doesn't work 7 days a week, and she has freedom, and she has time, and she has this way about her where she's like, I'll do what I want and go where I want and dress how I want and speak how I want, and no one's telling me what to do. Well, how would she live her life? And I started tapping into her and living like her. I didn't wait to become her, because you'll never become her. If you're waiting to already be that version of you, you'll never ever be in alignment with her. You've got to be her now. So I would just pretend. So I would just like sit in coffee shops, and really I had work to do and things to like, I was doing in person stuff back then, but I would act as if I had freedom. I could go where I wanted. I could be who I wanted. I acted as if I would get paid to be on a stage, and no one would tell me what I need to do. No one would tell me, I need this from you, or you need to act this way, or you need to look this way. I began to live a life where I authentically shown up as me, and I told myself the story that I would get paid for being her. Not needing to change myself, not needing to fit into a box, not needing to be what you want me to be. Oh yeah, you want to pay me for an event. What do you want from me? No. You want to pay for me for an event? I'll show up and deliver the goods by doing what I want to do, by being in alignment with who I am. I knew in my heart, long before this life was mine, I knew that this was going to be my life. But I need you to listen to me. I need you to take note of this. The knowing isn't enough. It's the action part. You've got to be courageous enough to take action. I had to walk away from my business. I had to walk away from my salon, my training academy, my clients, my students, everything that I had set up. I had to walk away from it all, because it was keeping me there. It was keeping me blocked. It was keeping me stuck. I didn't feel free. When I had that salon, I didn't feel the level of freedom that my soul was crying out for. This is why I haven't got a space. Like, when I first started this business, I was looking at renting another space, and I need to get like a hall, or I need a space, but I don't. I like the freedom of doing things on my phone, of doing things on my laptop, of being able to go wherever I want and still be earning money without having to tie myself down to a certain place. I want that freedom, and this comes down to what you value. A big one for me with manifestation is really feeling into what you value, what has meaning to you. Because you could be saying that you want all these clients, and you want all this money, and you want this success. So annoying. I just recorded that for about 4 minutes and it didn't save. It wasn't meant to be. You wasn't meant to listen to that part, but listen to this part. That is literally what I do. I'm here now, by the way. Oh my God, it's so nice. Oh my God, let me tell you this story. I'm so glad that that's just came to me, right? So this castle, right, I've always wanted to go here. When I was with my ex, like going back 3 years ago, I booked for us to do a spa day here. And we ended up arguing, and we ended up splitting up because it was one of them weird relationships where you're on and you're off and you're together and you're in love and then you're not in love. And so I didn't come. That was 3 years ago. And then I never rebooked it, and I've always wanted to come here. So last week when I was given that download of treating the last day of the month like the best day ever, this is what came to me. And it came to me from being like, I started thinking and I was like, do you know what? You don't have to wait for the man. That's how I live my life. Like, if something comes on the cinemas that I want to see, I'll just book and take myself for a cinema date. I have no problem with walking in the cinemas by myself. If I want to go and try a new restaurant for food, I'll just book a table and I'll go by myself. Anything that I want to do in this life, and I've been doing this for the past 3 years, honestly. I started doing it before I even got in that relationship with him, but then when I got with him, I stopped doing it. Because that's what we do, isn't it? We lose ourselves in them. So I stopped taking myself on the dates, because then I had the man to go on the dates with. But that isn't it. Like, you're still supposed to live your life separate to them. And that's where I've always gone wrong in relationships. So even though, like, I'm going on this spa day now, even if my husband was waiting for me back at home, I would still do shit like this. That's the type of relationship that I'm calling in, because I value my time with me. I value my connection to me. Do you understand what I'm saying with that? So me booking this, it's like, I'm not waiting for a man to do this with. I'm going to do it on my own because I want to, and I can, because this is the life that I'm creating, that I'm free to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. And if I don't want to do it with anyone, then I go alone and I just spend time with my inner child. And it's not about the money. Like, we attach everything to money, because think of wealthy people and how unhappy they actually are. Because they're so scared of losing it. They're in scarcity all the time. Like, yeah, they've got millions, but they're terrified of losing it. They're terrified of taking a day off. They're terrified of stepping back from the phone. They don't have freedom. They don't just book random spa days and do what they want with their life. They're constantly in the mindset of needing to do in order to have. And it's just not it. It's not the way of living. I refuse. And I want to let you in on this side of my life, and it's important for me to be showing up and showing you, like, not just talking and telling you to do it, but being like, this is how I live my life now. Like, look at that example that I just give for March. Like, I worked 11 hours and I still had a 15k a month. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I wasn't in hustle. I wasn't in, oh my God, like, even that launch of my new project, like, I didn't actually do anything. I sent a few emails, I done a few stories, and I put it on my website, and that's it. And then I just let it go. I was like, God, you sort the rest. It's on you, honey. Like, you sort these women who are supposed to come and align with me, and I'll change their fucking life. But I'm not going out there begging for it, and I need this woman to sign up, I need this amount of money, I need these clients. No, fuck that. I'm not living like that. I'm going to do a spa day and trusting that what's meant for me will come to me, because I'm in frequency with it. I'm in alignment with it, because I'm living from the end. I'm already that version of me. And every day I treat life like that. And then I'll implement days like this, what get to just be fun. Just have a laugh. Just chill out. It's not that serious. You're still going to pay your bills. You're still going to be able to go that place or feed your kids, or, like, it's not that serious. What is serious is your disconnection from you. What is serious is the fact that you don't ever tap into your own heart space. What is serious is that you don't have any joy or laughter or fun or excitement in your life. That's very serious. Take that shit serious. Make sure that that is something that you need to change this year moving forward. After you watch this video, make it your number one value, that I want to bring more connection to self. Like, I value my relationship with me. knowing that everything outside of that is just a byproduct of who I am. And you get to choose every single day. That's the power of it. And make sure that you tap into your imagination. Use your inner child. Use her imagination and watch how different life gets to feel for you. See you in my next video.